Alright, so it's time for a new Morgue route. So you start off as usual by clipping out of bounds, boosting up here, avoiding the first flashback all the way in. Run along here. My health is fine, it feels like I'm going really slow though. If you're running segmented, you could jump over this invisible wall and avoid fall damage by landing in that corner. Or you could just land in this door frame right here, and then it's the same basically. Jumping over the wall is like a so I'm just gonna make a save here, and then normal way is to clip and bounce from here somehow. You just get into this corner, look at the right foot, I think. It's usually a lot more consistent, so you can vaccinate yourself and then come out here. You're just out of bounds here. Clip out of bounds rather. And then there's a lip over here to get around. You can go from the right side or from the left side. Left side is a lot more risky, but somehow more consistent, I think. But instead of doing all that, you could actually land on a tiny ledge over here now. I've just found this a while ago. I haven't practiced too much, but at least with physics debug enabled, you could usually tell when you're about to fail, so it's not like you're gonna get randomly boosted off. I actually can't make a save here, because making a save while you're crouched is just asking for trouble. You're just gonna fall right through the ground, or you're gonna, half of your body is gonna like be on the top and half on the bottom. You just get stuck here. But on the other side of this wall is a pillar, and on the out of bounds side of pillars, there's usually it's usually a place where two walls connect, except they don't connect. There's actually a gap here. You can't stand over here or over here. It's just that because this is kind of caved in a little bit, you can stand here. Now, if I just run straight forward, I'm going to get bounced off. So this is a really precise trick. To me, it feels like it's more precise than it is random. There's not that much randomness involved here. It's just really, really precise execution. Okay, so once you get on here, I usually crouch in midair. That's just to slow me down. It's just so I don't run into the pillar from out of bounds and then bounce off. So crouching is to slow me down. But once you get on here, the hard part's already over. So you can just combine your tools and then vaccinate yourself. After that, just over here. And now, of course, you can just go straight out of bounds, skip the flashback. You can boost back up using this pillar. Now, there is a little beam over there you have to avoid, so you can just go around that like that. It's not too hard. Like, it's a lot easier than avoiding the lip over here and going like that. So it's pretty consistent. The boost is definitely more consistent than doing this. But once you do that, you could save 4 or 5 seconds off the usual route, and over 10 seconds, I think, definitely over 10 seconds from inbounds. So if there's a consistent way to do this, which if you can find an easy way to set this up, well, not setting it up, but if you can practice this enough and get it down so you know exactly what to do, because there's a few things that can go wrong. You might run into the wall instead of the pillar. Like, if you run into the wall like that, there's no chance you're gonna survive. If you go too fast, you can get bounced off. Like, if you go like this, you could get bounced off. Let's see if I can... Okay, so right here, yeah, I'm about to get bounced off, actually. But if you get that to happen, you could just crouch and everything's alright. So I don't know if this is gonna help at all, really. it seems a lot more consistent than boosting it from there, since you have to get pretty precise mouse wheel inputs, and if you script your mouse wheel, you're screwed. But with the air strafe jump over here, you only have to jump once, but then if you don't crouch at the right time, if you crouch too early, you're not going to go far enough and you're not going to make it onto the lip. But if you crouch too late, you're going to go too fast and you're probably going to run into the pillar before you land on the ground, which will basically bounce you right off. The only way to get it right, I think, is to land on the ground before you run into the pillar, and of course slow down by crouching. So I don't know, practice it a little bit, mess around, see if it's any good, and yeah.